So I'm back. What was the point of the last month or so with the whatever happened to community policing video series? Well, it was essentially this. Basically, for the last month, just over a month now, I basically have had a video camera, and it's the one I've been using for months prior, called a Looxie camera, Looxcie from Looxie.com. And it's a video camera that you can, kind of looks like a Bluetooth device that you can place on either ear. In my case, I always had it, or I have it mounted on my left ear. And basically, what you've been seeing is everything that I could see anywhere I pointed for the last month, with just some few exceptions of maybe, I believe there was an evening where I might have walked outside and walked around the block for just once, and I didn't have my camera turned on, and there might have been one or two occasions where I might have just briefly forgotten to turn the camera on. And then you'll notice that there are some days that are missing, and those are actually the days where I didn't go outside at all. So on many of my previous videos prior to that series, I had basically given you snapshots of the highlights, mentioning that this police vehicle or that scene or that or some other scene, and then always wrapping it around the context of not seeing police vehicles until these particular events would occur. Well, I have the entire raw video of all of that, where you can see that there are no other police vehicles except for the occasions that I point out on all those other previous videos. But with the community policing game series, you can actually see essentially the entire raw video, usually with the audio stripped out, but just the raw video of me, my wife, me just walking around, or walking around with my wife, or walking Benjamin, or my wife and I and Benjamin traveling all around Orange County, from one end of the county to the other, and just illustrating what I've been mentioning, but very clearly, the notion that we can walk around or drive around for significant periods of time and either not see police vehicles at all, or just see momentary pass-bys, and then the added coincidence of never seeing police vehicles anywhere near us for any significant amount of time, unless something interesting is going to happen, like the brilliant Long Beach police officer from last September 1st, who kind of pulls in front of my wife without her sirens on our anniversary celebration day down in Long Beach. So other than significant things like that, interesting things like that, so you can literally see that there was just literally no cop cars near us or next to us for any significant amount of time. So that was the main point. And then when you do see police pop-ups, you see them at the same spots, or repeatedly, or in certain configurations or scenarios, and I've added the context or meaning behind why I think they might have popped up in a certain area. But the whole point was to illustrate the length at which this police community will go to essentially harass me as I go about my business, considering that I'm a United States born citizen within the territory of the United States, and this is the 21st century, that there's a problem with that. So I hope you were able to bear with me there. Some of these videos were just long, boring events. The commentary, I'd emphasize just going back and just reading the descriptions, the description portion of the YouTube page, and then matching it up with the different video marks. So I gave you the video timestamp, so you can actually just jump to the spot at the video where the comment has relevance, and also when I could, the actual time itself, the actual time of day when it occurred. But more importantly for you, just the fact that I would give you the video timestamp so you can jump to that section of the video, safely assuming that between those timestamps, or those video marks rather, that there's vast amounts of nothingness. And I would encourage you to review as much as you want and prove me wrong, that you see cop cars that I don't see per se. And remember, this is from a camera that's stuck on my face, so sometimes I'm looking out, sometimes I'm looking down. So wherever it is I'm looking, that's what you see. So it's quite literally viewing the world from my perspective for the last month. Anyway, the sum total of this is when this happens to you, and then it happens across many years, it has a negative effect on you at every level of your person, and the damage that's caused is pretty profound, and in some cases irreparable as far as I'm concerned. So I just wanted to give you just a verbal update and a little bit of more background on this particular series. I'm toying with the idea maybe of putting these videos on a separate YouTube channel and just referring you to them, and just continuing to give you just the highlights. That's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to have shorter video clips where I just talk and give you the highlights of a particular day. But I'm not sure if I want to keep these longer videos within this same channel, or maybe put them along on a separate channel. But I do intend to keep the whatever happened to community policing video series going, because it just kind of verifies and corroborates my assertion that I can travel around and barely see Orange County law enforcement. And probably what I'm going to do is highlight some of the interesting things that occurred in this past 30 days or so, including the California Highway Patrol vehicles that kept popping up near the Orange County Register building, on the 5 freeway, around the Santa Ana Boulevard. And just the interesting idea that we go from downtown Anaheim to Ladera Ranch and Rancho Santa Margarita, California, which is where we lived previously, in Rancho Santa Margarita, and back, and just barely see, what was it, 1 or 2 vehicles each way, police vehicles. The other example was the trip from downtown Anaheim again to San Juan Capistrano and back, and again just the 1 or 2 vehicles in either direction. And that kind of reminds me of a video from a while back where we had it's not part of the community policing game video series, but it's I have as a highlighted snippet, and that's the idea that we went from downtown Anaheim to San Bernardo in San Diego County and back, and again the same phenomenon of 1 or 2 police vehicles one way, and then 1 or 2 police vehicles the other way. And we're talking about I think it was like an 80-mile trip or something, over about an hour and a half or so coming, and then another hour and a half going. So kind of reminded me of that. So it was sort of interesting items like that. Anyway, that's the that's the gist of it. And this last video from Thursday, February 7th, 2013 was stunning. The notion that we could go from here to Irvine Spectrum and just see that that double police car appearance at the 5 freeway in Culver. That's kind of shocking and coming back again, considering the situation with this police officer that's not exactly rowing with both oars, and the supposed manhunt, and yet I was able to reconfirm the notion that I can travel all around Orange County and hardly see a police vehicle. Anyway, your tax dollars are hard at work, and I hope this kind of gives you a clearer picture of what I'm talking about and what happens when you step into the wrong company to work for, as I did many years ago. Anyway, thanks for reviewing.